We have a large number of immigrants that have come from Asia, from Africa, from Latin America, from many regions of the world. As I relate my own experience to that and how others help me become integrated, become part of one community, GCIR continues to provide that support system.
We needed a critical mass of funders. There were a handful of us who were largely national foundations, a few locals, and that simply wasn't enough to get the job done. How could we really build an infrastructure, build a movement in the United States without philanthropy and committed philanthropy? Clearly, immigration was here. It was here to stay. There was mass immigration into the country, which was very positive. It, however, was a riven issue, a difficult issue, and what I thought was really needed was to help manage the issue and help ensure that immigrants' rights were in fact enforced, and also, though, that we learned how to better integrate immigrants into our communities.
My first experience with GCIR was in the late 1990s when Darren asked me, come around with me so we can see if we can recruit other funders. And we thought it would be really straightforward and easy. It was one of the toughest set of meetings I've ever had as a funder. We met with lots of smart, committed local and national funder colleagues, and they all told us the same thing. Our foundations don't focus on immigrant populations. What happened, what changed? The census. The census really affirmed what GCIR's board and staff already knew, that immigrants do matter, whether you are in rural, suburban, or urban communities, in school settings, and in workplaces.
Immigrants from various parts of the world are moving in. The community is trying to figure out what to do. The community foundation or major philanthropies in that community want to respond to the diversification of their community and the challenges and opportunities that come with it, and they don't know what to do.
I found the staff and the resources at GCIR to be just a daily use in my work, and strong combination of program content and relationship building that GCIR is so good at.
What GCIR did over a number of years was created a toolkit for use by program officers and foundations for how to apply these new concepts of immigrant integration into any number of issues that they were working on, whether it be healthcare or education or civic engagement or legal services.
The toolkit that GCIR created has been very valuable, with very specific recommendations and very specific ways to frame the issue, but also to address the welcoming community and also the immigrant community, and how to assess both at the same time.
Through its publications, through sponsoring conferences, through engaging at the Council on Foundations, I've seen a huge impact in donors getting educated about the issue of immigrant rights and really beginning to give in a substantial way. GCIR has created a community of donors and foundations who are increasingly and more deeply invested in immigrant rights.
It helps funders build strong communities in which immigrants are valued, in fact, where everyone is valued. Our country is facing the deepest and worst economic crisis since the Great Depression.
Out of many one ethos of America, that's what GCIR represents, and I think they have to continue to be courageous and kind of cutting edge in challenging people to live that creed and not just talk the talk.
GCIR has really been able to talk us through how do we begin to do that? How do we begin to bring our communities together, which to me is the hardest part of integration.
And to give us courage to tackle always controversial issues in a brave and forward-looking manner.
GCIR has built a whole community of donors and foundations who are deeply committed to advancing that cause. But in order to get to where we need to get to over the next decade, we're going to need many, many more people at the table helping to build that vision and make sure we make it a reality.